welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. Not doing the background this time because I just wanted to say Merry Christmas. It's been a weird and long and rough year. From what I'm hearing, as far as Wizards goes with Magic of the Gathering, was watching one YouTuber who owns a store. Forgot his channel name. I still haven't finished watching the rest of it. Due to them Magic flooding their market and increasing their prices, and the debacle of the whole 30th anniversary, whatever. I don't keep up with Magic. I really don't. It's just been interesting. Keeping an ear to things because hey, they made Transformers to TCG, and so it's interesting hearing all this play out. This one guy was saying how he may end up having to just really pull back on buying Magic stuff because of the the Jumpstart boxes are crap, and what's worth it not. Amazon prices having to battle with that as well, and he sounds like if I get what I want to appease the customers who I love because that's who I'm serving, he may have to force, if people want Magic, to pre-order. That's what it may be coming down to for retailers. I knew that something was coming up. So retailers are still gonna, or this one guy is. I was wondering how this was going to affect small stores like his, and he was in West Virginia. I didn't catch his name or channel name, like I said. I haven't been to my card stores around here in a while, just because it's been kind of busy. But let's move on to more interesting and fun things, more Transformer TCG things. I think we've looked at a few of these. Yeah, I'm not going to mention that one because I don't like that. We looked at the Cosmotron. We've looked at Acid Rain. It's been a while. It has been a while. And what I'm really doing is I'm going through my Dropbox, and I've started a video, or did I do that video? I might have, where I'm looking at a lot of what I've done and what I've made and what's out there, and errors, where the arrow didn't pop up on the MSC or textual things, and et cetera, et cetera. So I may be going over a lot of those as well, which is going to be fun. It's going to be fun, and seeing how all this kind of plays together to some extent. So we'll see how that goes. But Acid Rain, Black Pip, Secret Action when one of your Seekers defends. So this would be a nice added Pierce card for playing Seekers. And when they defend with the Seeker trait in their alt mode, do 1 damage to each Autobot on the battlefield. Each Autobot? Yeah. So make sure if you don't have a mixed team, all you have are Seekers, or 2 big Seekers and maybe another Decepticon of smaller, of less stars or something. If they're not playing Autobots, then oh well, it's a Pierce card, and a nice feint of a Secret Action card. There's that. Deal is a common version of Testify, except this is blue and green. It's a common. You can get this on the flip. It's a defensive on the flip. Each player draws 1 card. You can both draw a card. If someone has that Secret Action, I think I've made something like that, where if your opponent draws another card for turn, then it's not good. Or there's I think an official Target Master, one of the Battle Masters, when they're in play, if your opponent draws more than one card for turn, which is the drawing a card starting your turn, then they're going to have to damage somebody on their side as well. So it is a neat card. It's not Testify. It's where I think, what is that? Does each player draw 2 cards on Testify? And it's got Rat Trap on there and Starscream. So anyway, there's that. That was Deal. Draw is a little bit like Mission Briefing, except this is a hybrid pip of orange-blue, so it can go either direction. Either direction. You have to call it when you flip it. And you can get this on the flip. It is an uncommon, not a common. This cannot go in a junkie on deck. Draw a card for each character in bot or body mode you have on the battlefield equipped with a utility. So it's not exactly Mission Briefing. You're going to need to have them in bot or in bot modes or body modes, and they've got to have a utility. And then you can get more draw power with this really interesting hybrid pip color that you can get on the flip to be able to get extra draw power. Exponential Generator. I think we've gone over this before. It's a blank star card. It's akin to Lightning. Yeah, I'll put it up here on the screen. So it's a secret action. After one of your Decepticons is KO'd. So, if you have one, if you're playing a Decepticon team, in one of them, or even like a Combiner team, I got Combiner Wars Superion sitting right here. You can't see it off screen. And you got someone that is about to be KO'd. You go ahead and play Exponential Generator as a secret action. They don't know that you have it. Maybe they KO your character. This gets revealed or flipped. Do 3 damage to a tapped enemy. Boom. Since it's that big, I think it deserves a star. I've made some secret actions of various pip colors that can get 1 or 2 non-attack damage on the attacker or someone on the opponent's team. Exponential Generator does 3, but to a tapped enemy. You can't call it. They can't call it. It's not the attacker. It has to be a tapped enemy. So if they're only a tapped enemy is the one they just attacked with, then that's where the 3 goes. Fill the Matrix is a blank pip secret. That is hard for me to say with my southern tongue. Blank pip secret action card that would go well with my upgrades wanting counters. That's another thing I've got I'm working on. It's been slow. It's the holidays. I'm still working, and I'm trying to spend some time with my family, even though we're just about all on our phones all the time. And so I'm sitting over there, not right here. Even though I've also been working on Ghost Current. So probably sometime after Christmas, you're going to see we're going to re-reveal the final submarines from the Marine Wars. I've recolored something. It's gone pretty quick. Anyway, Fill the Matrix. Upgrades that you can put counters on. So when one of your characters defends equipped with a Matrix type upgrade, this can be Buddy's Dark Matrix. This could be my Tainted Matrix. It could be the Matrix of Leadership. Any of those 3. Or the official Matrix of Leadership. My Matrix of Leadership, which is exactly the same as the official. I just added it can go on beasts, or no, it can go on Maximals and Autobots. So there's that. You may put 3 counters across your upgrades. So if you have the Phase Shifter or the Solus Prime Hammer or something else, you can put 3 counters across your upgrades. Only 3. You can put them all on one upgrade or up to 3 counters across. Maybe that's what up you may put up to, not put, because when it's worded this way, it sounds like I can put three counters, counters, all my upgrades with counters. No, that's not how this works. So you may put dadgummit. Let's do that. Let's do it this way. When revealed, you may put a counter on all your upgrades. If it's an upgrade like flamethrower or something official that doesn't need a counter, can't do anything with a counter. Oh, the Christmas thing out in the front yard turned on. I'm thinking, what in the world is glowing above my head? So it has to be those upgrades. But you can put a counter on all your upgrades. It's not much, but that was my original intent. How to call it? Where were we? Okay, fill the matrix. Feel it real good. No, I'm just kidding. So it's blank secret action that does have some unfortunate setup, and a lot of my stuff has some wild setup that you're going to be like, do I really want to do this? So, and we did look at Freighter Smoke. We upgraded Have a Good Fall. Another blank secret action. There's a lot of secret actions in here. Did we look at Junkie on Console as a white pip utility? When you put this on a specialist, reveal the bottom card of your deck. Then take the same type of card from your scrap. So I like that. I think it's different. It sounds like knack, but it's not knack. It's a utility with +1 defense that's going to trigger when you put it on a specialist character. Did we look at the personal timepiece? I think we have. Well, since I mentioned it, let's look at it. White pip, I almost said white piece. White pip utility upgrade starts with 3 counters on it. Each time the equipped character defends, take a counter off this upgrade. What was that noise? When this has 0, it looks like an O, but when I put a 0 in the MSC on one of these cards, it looks like an O, but it's 0. When this has 0 counters, scrap this card and do 3 damage to an enemy character. So I kind of like this. It's different. It's not going to happen if it just simply gets scrapped. You can't do that. No, there's an if and a then. So when this has 0 counters, scrap this card, do 3 damage to an enemy character. So you need to get the personal timepiece out there quickly on a character that I almost said put on leaders only, but I didn't. I did not do that. So anybody can have the personal timepiece equipped. It may not happen. It may get scrapped. It may get vaporized. You may want to swap it out with something better. What was that? The one you can put on planes, the crash thing. So there's that. Now we have Presence of the Matrix. Now, maybe this is one we haven't gone over. Presence of the Matrix, another blank pip card, another utility. I like the image. This is from the '86 movie, just before Hot Rod finds Galvatron wearing the Matrix. So it can only go on Decepticons. Put on Decepticons only. When your opponent has the Matrix of Leadership on a leader, the equipped character has +1 to attack and Pierce 1 until end of turn. Oh, it's my wife's phone. Okay, she left her phone here today. So there's that. So basically, this isn't really gonna this. If they're not playing the Matrix, if they don't have Autobots, this ain't gonna do anything. It's just gonna be a utility. Now, if you have this in hand and you don't have anything to, you can't do anything with it, but maybe you have one of my artifacts and you're like, well, I've got to replace a utility or replace a card, an upgrade to be able to play this upgrade. So let's do that. I'm going to put it on the Presence of Matrix on this Decepticon on Kickback or whatever, but you know, next turn I'll be able to put this other well, the phase shifter is an armor, it's not a utility, but then I can put something else on him instead. So there's things like that you could do with this. You know, being blank, they don't have a matrix, it's a dead card. And because it's a blank pip card, you're probably only going to have one of these in your deck. But it's a nice perk because you're getting the basically giving the character the same ability the Matrix of Leadership is giving their team. Okay, I like that. Pull the wires. I think we've gone over. It's been a while. A lot going on here because of the pip colors. It's a hybrid white-orange, white-green. I did it again. White-green. The orange pip is for beasts only. When one of your plane or helicopters, or when one of your plane or helicopter defends against a helicopter or plane, when revealed, you may scrap an enemy upgrade. This is, I do remember going over this before. This is Beast Wars. Optimus Primal was flying above Inferno and he pulled his wires and he went pew and fell down. Like Wile E. Coyote in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. So this is a card like this is going to might work really well with a base card that makes everybody a plane. You know, what the Decepticon, oh gosh, I've made so many cards. The one that has the thing poking up that gives everybody the plane trait in bot mode, I think that's it. So someone in plane has got the plane trait thanks to your base card. If they're defending in bot mode, they now have the plane trait whether they're a plane on the other side or not. You get this out there, they attack you, they weren't able to maybe knock out or scrap your base card in play. They happen to be attacking in helicopter or plane mode. You may scrap an enemy upgrade. Since this triggers when one of them defends, you get to scrap the upgrade before the flip. We've looked at rain and scraplets and acid rain. Oh, that's my heat coming on. Thought my kids were home. Oh, well, maybe this is done. Maybe this is done. I need to get back to work, guys. But, like, you need to hear that. The sword arm of Megatron, I think we have looked at. It's a weapon. It's a orange-black pip card that gives +1 to attack, +1 to defense. Put on Megatron only. So not only is it going to give any Megatron 1 attack, 1 defense, it's also going to give him Pierce 2. When the upgraded character defends, reduce the total Pierce by 2. So it's not sturdy, it's reducing Pierce. Maybe if someone has made a term for that, I don't know. And then there's the T-Cog, put on 12 star characters and up only. When the equipped character flips from bot to alt mode, each of your other characters has bold 1 until end of turn. So it's like giving any other characters that are 12 stars and up, basically Flame War's ability. That also gives them +1 to attack from the utility side. It is a blank pip card. And I think that's really all all I've got have to go time to go through now. Let's see here. Okay. I don't know why the MSC does this. Well, Sucker Punch. Have we looked at Sucker Punch? This is from TF Prime. It looks like a cartoon. It doesn't look CGI. But I did change the color a little bit because I always like trying to flip the image, change a little saturation and brightness and whatnot, especially in Beast Wars. It's pretty bad about being pretty dark. So Sucker Punch is a blank star card again. Just like the exponential generator. But Sword Arm, where'd it go? Sucker Punch. When one of your Decepticons defends in bot mode, when revealed, do 3 damage to the attacker. So this is a blank secret action that's going to get to do 3 damage back to the attacker, while the exponential generator do 3 damage to a tapped enemy. Both are blanks, starred secret actions that are able to do 3 non-attack damage on the other team. But Sucker Punch specifically back to the attacker. But you have to have a Decepticon in bot mode defending. Pretty easy to set up, I think. And I've got a weapon here, but I'm not sure if it's really done. Yeah, I won't mention that one. I think there's something missing there. And I've got that one, and also that there's nothing. It's another secret action that was originally going to be a battlefield card, or aka base card now, that I'm making into a secret action. Well, and then there's the Transformation Lock Lens, which has a similar setup to Sucker Punch, except the Transformation Lock Lens is an orange pip secret action that also triggers when a character defends against an enemy in bot mode. Yeah. An enemy. When a character defends against an enemy in bot mode. So, that makes sense. I'm just making. After I said that, I'm like, does that make sense? Yes, it does. So when one of your characters is defending, your enemy's character is attacking in bot mode, reveal the card. When revealed, do 1 damage to the attacker, and your opponent flips the attacker to alt mode before battle. I have there. Let me just change that to the. Your opponent flips the attacker to alt mode before battle. That sounds a little better. I must have. When you have 2 of the same. When you have 2 of the same file up for the MSC, and you try to change one, that's weird. It doesn't look like I've got it up. Oh, I hope this isn't. Oh, gee. That's weird. So that's all I have time really to go over. Oh my goodness. And I just found a whole, well, some of these are older cards. This is where the head of Ratchet is. Fort Armor, Destructive Counter, which is where the D counter idea came from. And it's basically put a counter on one of your upgrades. It's just simple. And it's where the Saigar is. The Bolo attachment, which is really neat. When you put on ranged characters, you get to tap an enemy 6 stars or less, then scrap the card. So it's a neat utility. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we got a couple of different ones in here. So I don't know why that other file would not save. I hope it's not corrupt. We'll see you next time. More to come. Corrections abound. More base cards coming. We're going to be going over the submarines again really soon. All 3 of them. I think they're done. I think they look great. Here is, well, here's the full image of Ghost Current. He's probably the best looking one. He's the last one that I colored. And here's the full image, because when you have this on the card, you're not going to get to see the sunset. It is a real image of a beach. He's standing in the sand. I was trying to make it look like his feet were sinking into the sand somewhat. You really don't get to see that much in the card anyway. But that's the whole image, and it's going to be cut in half for the character card. We'll see you next time. So much more to come. Thanks for being here. Thanks for including me in your playlists. And my gosh, Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time. Have a great Christmas. Autobots, transform, and let's roll out.